I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Do not support this Antichrist movie. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about this new Barbie movie that's out and the agenda that they're trying to push. They are still using entertainment, education, and legislation to come after our children. I believe there is a definite agenda with this Barbie movie that just hit the theaters recently, and I want you all to be aware. Now, the Bible was clear that the Antichrist spirit is already moving in the earth. The Bible also tells us that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in heavenly places. So if you don't have the Spirit of God in you, you are sadly subject to the gods of this world. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about the principalities in this world, the principalities of Hollywood or the news media or the music industry. They're constantly putting this crap out there in the theaters, on the radio waves, like just throwing it in our face. And all of you should know the devil's going to use whatever he can use for his agenda. This is why the Bible tells us clearly that we should give no place to the devil. So I did a little bit of research and I wanted to make you all aware of some of the stuff I found out about this movie and how clear it is the agenda that they're trying to push, this agenda that's present in it. So if you're thinking about going to see this movie or taking your kids, you want to watch this video. So those of you that have been under a rock for the last 60 years or so, that have never heard of Barbie dolls or Barbie and Ken. These were dolls that are actually still pretty popular even today. They were more popular back in, I would say, from the 60s to the 90s. But they hit the scene back in like 1959 and were beloved by little girls and even some adult girls. I remember my sister had the dolls and I used to break the legs off. I couldn't stand it when I did that. But anyway, so for some reason, Hollywood decided that they had this big idea that they were going to turn Barbie into a movie. And sadly, a movie with an LGB / man-hating / controlling woman / transgender agenda. So in this movie, Ken is a villain. He's a bad guy. And Barbie wants nothing to do with him. Go figure, right? We don't need the men. Then you have a transgender Barbie doctor as one of the main characters that you see throughout the entire movie. So can you see how they're also trying to continue to push the transgender stuff in our faces? In the movie, you have these little girls that actually smash and destroy their baby dolls. And they say out loud, girls don't have to be mothers anymore. See, this right here is what gets under my skin. This kind of stuff is what causes more confusion in our young kids regarding like motherhood and even all this stuff that they're doing now with not even knowing what a woman is. All this craziness. This is the kind of stuff that perpetuates that. So the town or the place where the movie allegedly takes place is called Barbieville. Barbieville is only good because they removed all the men. Wake up, y'all. Can you see what they're trying to do? They're already trying to emasculate our men that you see all over TV and the media now. Now they want to remove them completely. You see, God placed man as the spiritual head of the home. God put him in that position. Christ is the head of man, man is the head of his wife. And see, Satan knows this. Remember, he was with God in the beginning before he got kicked out himself because of pride. Satan will do whatever he can to distort or cause people to doubt or even question God's design. If he can do that, he will. God put this divine order in place, and these agendas that these entities are trying to push causes all kind of problems. So also in the movie, there are two homosexual lovers that ironically admire Ken. And there's a female Barbie. Now check this out. There's a female Barbie that is role played by a cross-dressing male actor. So Yahoo News recently wrote an article, and I have to read just a little bit of it to you here. So It says, gays and girlies are delighted by the plastic, fantastic world and the feminist message. Hey, let's push the feminist message, right? Well, these are the same people that were up in arms over the Sound of Freedom movie. Are you surprised? So also in their article, they asked this question: just how queer is the Barbie movie? And their answer is, it's pretty darn gay. Let us count the ways. And they went on to count all the ways that they think are so wonderful about how gay this movie is. Basically glorifying it right in our faces. I don't agree with it. It's sad. You know, when I was growing up, Barbies were for my sisters. And now it's kind of weird. Like, why do they come after our children? I think it's because our children is the next generation, the future generation. So like I said, all this stuff is crazy. And one final point I want to mention, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed over the last several years that a lot of the TV shows where there's a father in the home, they always try to portray him as clueless or dumb. You know, mom is always just smart, well-educated, professional, running the show, running the house, and dad is just clueless. Another part of their agenda, right? So in this movie, Ken's job is just to be at the beach. What a job. So if you happen to be a person who's not usually very aware, or maybe you're just a person that very easily gets into the I just want to be entertained mode, that's a dangerous place to be, by the way. It's really easy to miss a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about that's prevalent in this movie, where you got the women are running the world and Ken is just at the beach. Men are just useless. Are you seeing the theme here? So some people will probably watch this video and they'll say, so I don't see what the problem is. I'd love to spend all day at the beach. Well, it's a problem because God, as I said earlier, has laid out the standard of what a man is supposed to do and be and what a woman is supposed to do and be. And his standard is above everybody's standard. It's not that men are better or that women are less. It's not that. But he did make it pretty darn clear what the order was supposed to be. So not only are they pushing the LGBT agenda, they're also trying desperately to reverse the roles of men and women in this movie. Again, spirit of the Antichrist. Now, I obviously can't tell you guys to go see it or not to go see it. You know, I don't have that power. Me personally, I wouldn't go support a movie that is clearly pushing an Antichrist agenda, which are all these things that I mentioned in the video. These are all Antichrist agenda. I just wanted you all to know so you would be aware, so you could make an informed decision. You need to be tired of all this crap that they're trying to throw in our faces. With that being said, be sure that you like this video, share this video, comment on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that when a new video of mine goes live, you will get notified. And as I always say, I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.